Now on CoastTV News.
Whale washes ashore.
Pretty wild. I've never seen anything like it.
This was the scene Wednesday night at the Delaware Seashore State Park. What we are learning about the situation along the coast. Seaford shooting, the tense situation last night, and the effect it is having on schools in the city this morning. A referendum at Indian River. Now that the workshops are complete, the decision for property owners on raising their taxes.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Thursday, March 13th, 2025. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick, and welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Clouds rolled in overnight, and that is what we're waking up to. Bob, we were talking about if you're planning outdoor activities today, it might not be the most ideal day, but it is typical for March.
It is. Good morning, Matt. We are looking at average temperatures. And if you have outdoor plans, you're not going to get rained out. As I said, we're looking at lots of clouds. And I went to bed and we had clear skies. And then I woke up and I'm like, there it is. The low clouds have moved in. And that's what we have this morning. Temperatures pretty uniform, around 43 to 45 degrees, 44 at Bethany Beach, and the same for Georgetown and Seaford, as we have an easterly breeze around 10 to 20 miles per hour, making it feel even chillier out there. And we're seeing a gust of 20 at Indian River Inlet, 21 in Georgetown. So make sure you bundle up, even though it's not frigid. It's damp and it's breezy, and it's overcast too. As we have this flow coming in off the ocean, we have high pressure to the north and a flow around that high, bringing in the moisture. We have more clouds increasing from the west. Visibility is about 9 to 10 miles, so we're not dealing with fog. We can roll out a little bit of drizzle this morning as we're seeing future casts at 7. Lots of clouds, temperatures slowly rising. By noon, we could see some breaks. If we see breaks, especially inland areas, mid-50s for you, but I think we're stuck in the 40s along the coast much of the day, a little milder, so to speak, inland, where we could see some breaks in the overcast. I gave it the green light. I think we're okay as far as fog and drizzle, just chilly and breezy this morning, and a few breaks in the overcast, especially inland areas later on. So kept the green light going right through the evening hours.
You don't see this every day, do you? It's kind of sad, but kind of awesome to see this wash ashore on the beach as you're looking for sea glass.
Yeah, as you just saw, a massive humpback whale washed up along Delaware's coast Wednesday night. According to DENREC, it was found near Conquest Road at Delaware Seashore State Park. The Mariner Institute helped with this. We did speak with one person who was actually there when that whale washed ashore.
It's pretty wild. I've never seen anything like it. It's just a humpback whale. I think it's a baby size and looks pretty, cool.
Yeah, DENREC set up a perimeter to keep the distance between the whale and people who are stopping by to get a look. And according to DENREC, there are several reasons here why whales and other marine animals can wash ashore, including injury or illness, also entanglement in fishing gear, or exposure to underwater noise pollution, such as seismic blasting and engine noise from large boats. New this morning, people in Seaford waking up with unanswered questions about a shooting that occurred last night. We do know that the Delaware State Police have taken over the investigation. This was the scene from our Coast Copter around 7 p.m. on Wednesday. This is on Collins Avenue. At that time, Seaford Police asked people there to avoid the area because of the investigation. And because of this, Seaford High School students, they are staying home today as classes will take place online. The district superintendent said the announcement comes after the gun violence experience in the community, and they are worried today could be a difficult day emotionally for students, and the district is working to arrange any needed counseling. Tonight in Georgetown, it is the final Indian River School District workshop ahead of next week's referendum vote. This workshop will be at 7 at the Sussex Central High School. The district says the referendum is needed to deal with a 7% increase in operating expenses over the past 3 years. According to Superintendent Jay Owens, property owners will be asked to pay for over $22 million for those costs. That vote is scheduled to take place 1 week from today. There have been several referendums in Delaware over the past year. They were in school districts all ranked in the top 10 based on enrollment. Smyrna is actually holding its vote on Saturday. It'll be their third referendum in a year. Smyrna voters rejected one, approved another in 2024, and they were one of 6 districts to have referendums in 2024. Cape Henlopen had 2 failed votes, and in this past December school board meeting, Cape officials opted to not go that route again. A revision to a bill in the Delaware Senate dealing with keeping corporations in the state. It's moving onward from the Judiciary Committee and to the full Senate floor for a vote. The effort to retain corporations, it is a big one. The taxes they pay, they are a huge part of state revenue. It was proposed after big companies who long incorporated in Delaware were leaving, and they left after some high-profile legal cases. However, developing news in this story, the Delaware Coalition for Open Government is filing a Freedom of Information Act complaint against Democratic State Senator Darius Brown, who represents the Wilmington area. The group says the Senate Judiciary Committee, which Brown chairs, violated open meeting laws by failing to post an updated agenda 6 hours before a key vote on Senate Bill 21. This just in, the reproductive rights bill in the Delaware General Assembly, it's moving closer to becoming law. On Wednesday, Senate Substitute 1 for Bill 5 passed the Senate. It did pass along party lines. 15-6 was the vote there. It's now headed to the House Administration Committee. The bill aims to codify the right to an abortion in the state's constitution, clarifying that everyone has a right to make their own decisions. Now, for the bill to pass, it does need 2/3 vote in both chambers. Later today, Millville officials will discuss a proposed townhome village. That's at the Planning and Zoning meeting. The proposed project would be located near the intersection of Powell Farm Road and Roxana Road, and that is the area that we're showing you right there on your screen. There are 118 homes planned for the development. Also today, South Bethany officials will discuss a request to develop what they call a nuisance lighting ordinance. The Charter and Code Committee will gather just a few hours from now. It's at 10 a.m. And according to the agenda there, people in the town will have the chance to ask questions and express opinions during a public comment period. Now taking a live look at our nation's capital, representatives from Canada heading to Washington today to try to bring down the temperature in an escalating trade war. This as President Trump defends his new taxes on imported goods coming from the nation's biggest trade partners. And as Democrats-backed protests grow against Elon Musk's slashing of the federal government with a new fallout of over 1,300 workers cut at the Department of Education. NBC's Alice Barr shows us the rising tensions on Capitol Hill.
Concern and confusion over the Trump administration's deep cuts to the Department of Education, slashing its workforce in half. While schools are largely funded and run at the state and local level, the federal education department protects students with disabilities, investigates discrimination cases, and helps low-income school districts. This retired teacher outraged.
Without the Department of Ed, there's a lot of America, especially rural America, where kids aren't really going to have a chance to break out of poverty.
Sharia Smith lost her job in Texas at one of 6 regional offices education officials say were shut down.
My family is now trying to figure out how we overcome the loss of my income.
President Trump wants to abolish the education department, though that would take an act of Congress. He defended the mass firing, saying this without evidence.
I feel very badly, but many of them don't work at all.
Wyoming superintendent of public instruction among those celebrating the changes.
Streamlining those funds to the states and putting us back in charge of our kids.
Even as protests against the Department of Government efficiency grow across the country, also escalating the Trump trade war.
The United States of America is going to take back a lot of what was stolen from it by other countries.
With top allies retaliating against the president's new tariffs on global steel and aluminum imports. The European Union announcing tariffs on everything from American beef to bourbon and Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Canada slapping 25% tariffs on billions of dollars worth of American goods as the U.S. and Canada prepare for trade talks today. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And we're just getting started this morning on CoastTV News Today. Still more to get to, including spring has sprung at the Delaware Botanic Gardens. We'll tell you what you need to know if you plan on attending opening day. Also, Worcester County concerns, what officials there are set to discuss about sewer and housing issues. But first, book brings awareness to service members. We're going to show you how one person is remembering the real women of the Vietnam War. All that and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
Attention Delmarva. It's Ashley's 80th anniversary. Your local Ashley stores in Del Mar and Millsboro, Delaware, have been selected as national inventory distribution sites with savings up to 80% off store-wide. The most prolific name in home furnishings, Ashley celebrates 80 years as the value leader with savings up to 80% off. Only in our tax-free retail sites in Millsboro and Del Mar, Delaware.
At BSD, we're often asked, what is the most important investment of your home? It's your windows and your kitchen. Our Anderson window experts will help you choose and install the perfect budget-friendly replacements. Anderson windows from BSD will improve energy efficiency and curb appeal. Anderson is the #1 trusted window and door brand, backed by the best warranty in the industry. Visit one of our design studios to bring your dream kitchen to life. From inspiration to installation, BSD has you covered.
We are Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva's pest control experts. As temperatures rise, so does pest activity. If you don't protect your home, you're at risk of a pest infestation. Get 365-day protection from common household pests with our Proactive Pest Plan. With termites, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
For one of the fastest response times in the industry, call 302-645-1502 for a free evaluation. Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva's pest control experts.
In 1925, Avery W. Hall had a vision to protect what matters most and uplift the community he loved. Today, that vision thrives. From humble beginnings to over 100 dedicated professionals, 5 locations, and countless lives touched, Avery Hall is built on reliability, service, and compassion. Over the last century, we've protected dreams, strengthened communities, and stood by our promise to treat every person with care every time. Here's to the next 100 years together. Avery Hall, insurance solutions for today's world.
If you're an avid reader, you may have heard of the book The Women by Kristen Hanna. It's about the women who served in the Vietnam War. It's very popular and it's shining light on that much maligned war and also inspiring a series of lectures by local author Nancy Lynch. Lynch corresponded with troops as they were serving in the Vietnam War as part of her column. She's documented those stories in her book, Vietnam Mailbag, and is sharing those stories across the state right now.
Nancy Lynch addresses the Ocean View Cheer Center. Her audience comprised of veterans and non-veterans alike, listening with rapt attention as she tells the story of the real women of Vietnam.
An Army Nurse Corps Lieutenant Diane King of Wilmington sent me one of the very first letters.
Lynch shares stories about local men and women who served, just like Dean Levering.
We went over there. We didn't want to go. They told us that's where we were going. That's where we did. We did what they told us.
Lynch's lecture is based on her book, Vietnam Mailbag, comprised of letters she received from our troops as part of her 5-year newspaper column during the war.
There's nothing else like it. As far as we know, no other state had a journalist corresponding one-on-one with his or her troops in Vietnam. To me, that's remarkable because, and I'm almost annoyed at that, because mail was so important to these guys. You know, it could make or break their day, so.
Through Lynch's work, unknown heroes come to life.
Lance Hall from Lewis originally, Air Force, he's an expat now. Larry Gum from Millsboro, he was both mayor and a fire chief in Millsboro. He was in the Navy and was a medic.
1, 2, 3. Real women!
Lynch now travels the county, state, and country, not only raising awareness, but changing opinions, and maybe even some healing.
I actually think now that people have started to gain some respect for Vietnam veterans, because there's more and more books coming out now, more and more truths being uncovered about what actually went on over there, that people are starting to realize that not everyone was a baby killer or a murderer.
Lynch says her book fulfills a promise she made to her guys, as she calls them.
His words mean something. They really, really do.
A tribute to the troops, so many just teenagers who, whether they are here or not, are no longer forgotten.
Lynch's lectures continue throughout the state, and we have the full list and more on Lynch herself right now on CoastTV.com. For Coastal Connections, I'm Madeline Overturf.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Tired of your old tub? Imagine stepping into a brand new, modern walk-in shower designed for style, comfort, and safety. At Baths by Spicer Brothers, we make upgrading your bathroom easy. Our factory-certified team provides professional 5-star installation in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you get the best service at the best price. Right now, save 20% on your entire bathroom project with payments as low as $79 a month.
Call Baths by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
A woman had sex with a 16-year-old kid.
That's not possible. He looked like a man.
He'd slip her ecstasy without telling her. She is the victim here.
My son is a minor. She's a pedophile.
It just keeps getting better and better.
SBU, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
2 Guinness.
Oh, we're not going to drink that. Macallan, 25, 3 of them. Harvey Specter, nice to meet you. Do you want to play with me, or would you like to play against me? Why, you think I couldn't take you?
Suits LA, new Sunday on NBC and Peacock.
$3,000 off MSRP? That's nothing at IG Burton Chevrolet of Milford. Pick your favorite new Chevrolet and pay $3,000 under invoice. That's not a deal, that's a steal. Together, let's drive a Silverado, Equinox, Traverse, Trax, and more at $3,000 under invoice.
You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Tired of your old tub? Imagine stepping into a brand new, modern walk-in shower designed for style, comfort, and safety. At Baths by Spicer Brothers, we make upgrading your bathroom easy. Our factory-certified team provides professional 5-star installation in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you get the best service at the best price. Right now, save 20% on your entire bathroom project with payments as low as $79 a month.
Call Baths by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:18, and we're getting a look at the bright lights of Salisbury. Eclipse countdown is on. Bob, hopefully we get the chance to see it early. Oh, Bob,
I know.
I set you up for that one.
I hate to dash hopes, Matt. You know me. I want everything to work out. And I just don't know if we're going to see that working out. We have so many clouds in place right now. And I think there's a very good chance we won't see this. But if you're above the clouds, this is what you'd see. You'd see a full moon on Friday, and you would not see this worm on the moon, but it's the worm moon, earthworms that emerge from the soil. It'll be pretty cool looking. You'll have to get up early. It's going to coincide with the total lunar eclipse, and it gets going very early Friday morning, 1:09. The partial eclipse begins. The total eclipse begins at 2:26. Then shortly before 3 a.m., we max it out. That moon's going to look glorious, red to orange. The total eclipse ends at 3:31, and then it's pretty much over by 4:47. So you have to be up really early, like the times that me and Matt get up for the morning show. That's how early. Right now, we're looking at temperatures around 43 to 45 degrees across the area. Uniform temperatures under that cloud deck and an easterly flow right now. Winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour, but gusting to 21 in Georgetown right now. So it's a raw easterly wind, and this raw easterly wind is with us for, well, a couple more days. Visibility right now, not bad, around 9 to 10 miles per hour. I just took a look outside, so visibility is good, and no drizzle. We can't rule out maybe a little bit of drizzle as we go through the morning hours, but just mainly cloudy with that easterly flow, and that makes it feel kind of damp out there. We've got cool high pressure to the north, a few more clouds moving in from the west, so I think seeing the sun today might be a tough proposition. We're seeing some high pressure across the Midwest, a little system in the Tennessee Valley, but all in all, our weather is quiet. It's just cool and cloudy. Mid-morning, we're seeing temperatures slowly moving through the 40s, and then by 11:30, if we get some breaks in the overcast, I think inland areas will warm into the 50s, but I think along the coast we're pretty much in the clouds and temperatures staying in the 40s, maybe upper 40s at times for the coast. By mid-afternoon, a better chance of sun from Seaford to Salisbury, but then you get farther to the east, and we're looking at mainly 40s and low 50s with the clouds. Those clouds fill back in through this evening and the overnight, and then around eclipse time, not looking too good. Lots of clouds, temperatures in the 40s, so it's going to be tough to see that, I believe. And the clouds remain pretty tough, hang in pretty tough as we go into your Friday. Maybe some breaks inland areas with low 50s, but in that cloud deck looking at 40s. So these clouds just really want to hang around as we have the stationary front to the south and this cool northeast flow suppressing that mild air. And we continue to see this easterly flow continuing really the next 24 to 48 hours. At times, those winds gusting to 25 miles per hour, and still that onshore flow as we go into your Friday. And then we'll see that front lifting to the north as a warm front, upper 60s Saturday, lower 70s Sunday, muggy on Sunday, and then evening showers, maybe some thunderstorms too with a cold front. Some of those could be on the strong side. We'll continue to watch that. Rainy and stormy into very early Monday, St. Patrick's Day. Then I think we clear it out for the second half of the day. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, kind of damp and chilly the next couple of days, and then 68 Saturday, 71 Sunday, feeling muggy, but we'll take muggy this time of year because that tells us that it's almost the warm season. Showers Sunday, maybe some storms, and then early rain on Monday, St. Patrick's Day, then warming up after that by Wednesday, 68 and mostly cloudy.
All right, thank you, Bob. New overnight, crews battled a 3-alarm fire. This was at an office building in Houston, Texas. On your screen, you can see the overhead view of this scene, showing heavy smoke and flames lighting up the sky. More than 100 firefighters were there. Shifting winds and water supply did make conditions difficult. Tonight in Ocean City, the appeal to a parking requirement at one building. It's in the 400 block of Philadelphia Avenue. A former laundromat is being converted to a private office, and the ask here is for the city, or the town, I should say, to waive the requirement of having 4 to 5 parking spaces. A public hearing on this will take place at the 6 p.m. meeting. New this morning, we're learning about plans in Worcester County dealing with land use and water resources. The Planning Commission is continuing to work on its comprehensive plan in dealing with the issues. It was at a workshop late in 2024. Commission members expressed concerns over limited sewer availability in the county and that the housing issue could not be solved until the wastewater issues have been dealt with. Tonight's meeting in Snow Hill is at 6. Ocean View Police Department is hosting a 3-day Child Abduction Response Team Training. That's CART, C-A-R-T. Police say the event takes place in Bethany Beach, March 18th through the 20th. This course is designed to help law enforcement and allied agencies respond to cases of missing, endangered, or abducted children. And the training runs from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Bethany Beach Ocean Suites Residence Inn. This is free, but pre-registration is required. Finally, a crack in the egg market. According to a U.S. Department of Agricultural market report, the price that retailers pay for loose eggs, it fell by 15% in the first week of March. It's a sign that prices shoppers pay could fall at grocery stores. But any relief could be short-lived. We might see prices spike again as Easter and Passover will bring a renewed demand for eggs. Recession concerns on the rise. In a note sent to clients Friday, J.P. Morgan Chase said there's about a 40% chance the U.S. economy will enter a recession before the end of the year, and that's a 10% hike from what economists had forecasted in January. And they say the Trump administration's actions include the tariffs and government job cuts. They're among the factors causing the increase. Still ahead, spring has sprung at the Delaware Botanic Gardens. We'll tell you what events you can expect for opening day. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on CoastTV.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Surface Solutions is a different kind of paving company. We believe that our reputation is more important than how much money we make. If we take care of our customers and ensure they have the best experience possible, financial success will find us. In our business, every job's not profitable, but we understand that going in. Your project will be done the right way no matter the outcome for us. It's all about doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. My best days are when we start with a customer and end with a new friend.
Do you feel like good customer service is a thing of the past? Achieving a top-notch lawn and healthy plants can be stress-free when it's with a company you can trust. I'm Richie with AC Plant and Turf, where we make it easy. When you call us, you'll speak directly to someone who cares about your needs. Timely service is our priority. Our experienced team is committed to resolving your questions or concerns quickly. Experience the simplicity and convenience of our service. Don't wait. Take the first step towards a beautiful lawn and landscape and call AC Plant and Turf today.
Upgrade your roof. Whether it's metal roofing or shingles, Alpha Roofing and Siding is the pinnacle of protection and style, using premium materials that withholds any harsh conditions that are covered by a 50-year material warranty. Get free gutter guards with your new roof and 12 months no interest. Ask us how to save 30% with the federal tax credit on solar skylights. Call today for more details. Alpha Roofing and Siding, where protection comes first and setting the standard is our legacy.
New this morning, the application deadline is approaching for BB's Summer Student Volunteers. The organization says students 14 and older can apply to spend 4 hours weekly learning about its team. Applications are due April 30th and orientation begins in June. BB is saying there's limited space and demand is high, so they recommend getting those applications in on time. Bay Health's new child care center at the Sussex campus will be named after Ann L. Burton. Charles Burton, he's the president of IG Burton Auto Group, made a pledge in memory of his mother, who he says her lifelong work supported families and children. The new Bay Health Ann L. Burton Center for Children will serve children through age 11, offering classrooms, play areas, and emergency care. Happening today, the Delaware Botanic Gardens opens for its 2025 season, and in preparation for the spring season, the Gardens is hosting Spring Bulb. That's a tour at 2 p.m. Tickets are $15 for daily admission, and people looking to participate, they must register for the event. Clouds is our story as we start this Thursday morning. We're going to bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey, and I've been talking about this most of the morning. Maybe I'm whining, Bob, but I really did enjoy the sun the last couple of days.
It's okay to whine a little bit if you miss the sun. I'm with you, Matt. And I don't think we're going to see the sun too much today. Maybe even a little bit of fog for Chincoteague early on, but I think for the most part, visibility is good. Maybe 50 in Chincoteague, but Assateague and Chincoteague, mainly 40s today, and a brisk easterly wind making it feel colder. Waves around 3 to 6 feet with a small craft advisory. Near 50 in Fenwick Island, the same for Ocean City, but you see no sun icons there. Maybe a little bit of sun in Cambridge today. 53, 52 Friday, then much milder Saturday, 68. Crisfield, a little foggy and cloudy today, cool Friday, and then 58 on Saturday. We will warm it up for the weekend, maybe a rain chance later Sunday into Monday. More on that coming up a little bit later on.
All right, and after the break on CoastTV today, confusion on Capitol Hill. American industries are feeling the effects of new tariffs as the president tries to reassure their nation of their long-term benefit. Also, whale washed up, the response to this shocking scene along the Delaware coast. An intense Seaford situation will tell you how schools in the city are being impacted by the investigation. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
What if your morning was just easier? At Wawa,
Good morning.
it is. With everything you need to get your day moving. Mornings made easy. Gotta have a Wawa.
$3,000 off MSRP? That's nothing at IG Burton Lewis Auto Mall. Pick your favorite new Chevrolet and pay $3,000 under invoice. That's not a deal, that's a steal. Together, let's drive a Silverado, Equinox, Encore, and more at $3,000 under invoice.
You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
dandelions, a bright yellow warning that now is the time for prevention because crabgrass and clover aren't far behind. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for nearly 30 years. From soil to trees, grass and weeds, Hillside's certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
It had been an ongoing issue with the duckboard that's underneath the home, a rancid odor, and I said, I'm calling Above and Beyond, and Braden successfully eliminated all this odor. I have no more allergies, no more runny eyes. It's all gone thanks to this air scrubber. This is why I called Above and Beyond. One of the reasons that I went with Above and Beyond Services is because I believe in this product, definitely. It's a lifesaver. I can breathe. I'm so much healthier.
Why settle for any meal deal when you can have one you really want? Wawa's $5 Big Breakfast Deal gets you any Sizzly breakfast sandwich, any size hot or iced coffee, and a hash brown, all for just $5. Now featuring our new French Toast Sizzly. Mornings made easy. Gotta have a Wawa.
Now on Coast TV News.
Whale washes ashore.
Pretty wild. I've never seen anything like it.
This was the scene Wednesday night at the Delaware Seashore State Park. What we are learning about the situation along the coast. Seaford shooting, the tense situation last night, and the effect it is having on schools in the city this morning. A referendum at Indian River. Now that the workshops are complete, the decision for property owners on raising their taxes.
This is Coast TV News Today.
March 13th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. We're approaching 6:32 on this Thursday morning. And, Bob, I'm going to make the call here. The worst weather day of the week. Convince me I'm wrong on this one. So let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey.
I think today and tomorrow might be a close call, maybe a tie, Matt, because I know today and tomorrow are looking very similar. And then we have the big lunar eclipse Friday morning. Looks kind of cloudy for that. But anyway, we're looking at clouds and temperatures around 43 to 45 right now, 45 in Salisbury, 44 in Georgetown. So uniform temperatures under this cloud deck and easterly flow. Visibility is good, around 9 to 10 miles. So that means we probably won't see drizzle this morning, but maybe a little patchy drizzle, especially where those clouds are thicker. And we're seeing lots of clouds all across Delmarva right now as we're in this easterly flow right now out of the east. And that's bringing in a moist layer, a maritime layer of air. And then we also have thicker clouds moving in from the west with cold high pressure to the north. So it spells just a cloudy day for us with chilly conditions. As we saw earlier, the visibility is not bad. And we'll continue to see the clouds pretty much all day and temperatures slowly rising. I think by noon, here's 12 p.m., some breaks in the overcast. So inland areas, lower 50s, but at the beaches with that onshore flow in the clouds, I don't think you're really getting out of the 40s today. But inland where we have the breaks, temperatures maybe as high as 56, 57 in Salisbury. Then we see those clouds filling back in again this evening. So if you're taking the ferry ride up to Cape May, make sure you bundle up. It's going to be raw, kind of cloudy, maybe some whitecaps out there too, with that gusty easterly wind up to 25 miles per hour, and temperatures pretty much staying in the 40s all day with the clouds.
Thank you, Bob. And our top story this half hour, shooting investigation is underway in Seaford. This was the scene from our Coast Copter around 7 p.m. on Wednesday on Collins Avenue, and police asked people there to avoid the area because of the ongoing investigation at that time. Delaware State Police confirming that the shooting that they're taking over the investigation, and because of this, Seaford High School students are staying home today. Classes are taking place online. The district superintendent said the announcement comes after the gun violence experience in the community. And the superintendent says she is worried today could be a difficult day emotionally for students. New this morning, we are getting a look at the Delaware Seashore State Park. This is the area where a beach whale was discovered last night. As we look there, this is our view from the area of the Indian River Inlet Bridge.
You don't see this every day, do you? It's kind of sad, but kind of awesome to see this wash ashore at the beach as you're looking for sea glass.
Yeah, as you just saw, a massive humpback whale washed up along Delaware's coast Wednesday night. According to DENREC, it was found near Conquest Road at Delaware Seashore State Park. The Mayor Institute helped in responding. DNREC set up a perimeter to keep the distance between the whale and those who came by to get a look at it. After 8 years, the Indian River School District will go to a current expense referendum. The district is asking people to vote in favor of a property tax increase. The money would fund operating costs. They also say it'll help with recruitment and retention of staff. IRSD Superintendent Dr. Jay Owen says he is hopeful for a good turnout on March 20th.
We want folks to be as informed as possible, but really March 20th, we want the community to come out and have their voice heard.
A public meeting will be held on this tonight at 7 at the Sussex Central High School to provide more information on the referendum. Millville officials will discuss a proposed townhome village at a planning and zoning meeting today. According to the agenda, the proposed project would be located near the intersection of Powell Farm Road and Roxana Road. That is the area that we're showing you on your screen. There are 118 homes planned for the development. Let's go now to our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This is a live look there. A continuing resolution bill may have hit a roadblock as time is running out before a government shutdown. That means tomorrow is the last day for Congress to pass a spending bill to keep the government open. Some Senate Democrats don't like the continuing resolution from Republicans, and the GOP isn't supporting the Democrats' alternative. Amy Kiley shows us perspective from both sides.
If you shut it down, you will impact and hurt millions and millions and millions of Americans.
Congress is edging closer to a potential government shutdown tomorrow night, and the blame game is underway.
I hope our Republican colleagues will join us to avoid a shutdown on Friday.
We are on the brink of a government shutdown, which will be entirely of the Democrats making.
A continuing resolution House Republicans passed needs Democratic support to clear the Senate. Majority Leader John Thune is setting up a vote on the plan, but Democrats are holding out for concessions aimed at reining in DOJ's spending cuts. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says his party has enough votes to block the CR, but Democrats are in a tough spot.
We don't co-sign on all of those elements, but for me, it's about we can't ever allow the government to shut down.
On the flip side, Republicans are refusing to support Democrats' stopgap plan. It would fund the government for about another month to allow time for bipartisan negotiations.
Then we could pass the appropriations bills that have come out of the subcommittees on appropriations, bipartisan bills.
The impasse comes at a precarious moment for the country. Experts worry new tariffs will cause inflation. A government shutdown could be another blow to the U.S. economy.
Talking to CEOs throughout the economy, I hear the economy is weakening as we speak.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And another complication here is that the House is not in session today. They're not in session tomorrow. And with some lawmakers out of town, this could be hard to pass an alternative spending plan before the deadline. New this morning, representatives from Canada heading to Washington today to try to bring down the temperature in what appears to be an escalating trade war. Top allies are retaliating against President Trump's new tariffs on global steel and aluminum imports. The European Union announcing tariffs on everything from American beef to bourbon and Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Canada slapping 25% tariffs on billions of dollars worth of American goods. However, the president believes the changes will, in the long term, benefit the country.
The United States of America is going to take back a lot of what was stolen from it by other countries.
U.S. and Canada are preparing for trade talks today as the world will soon feel the impacts of those increased fees. Still have more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere. And coming up, we'll tell you about company contamination, why Purdue is trying to dismiss a lawsuit surrounding Forever Chemicals near Salisbury. Also, MEAC Madness. We head to the tournament and show you how two Delmarva teams are looking to shock the conference. And Dry Rides Delaware, how one agency in the state is helping you get home safe this St. Patrick's Day weekend. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store. located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Capstone Homes, Sussex County's locally owned, award-winning design-build custom home builder, bringing dreams to life since 2006, where personalization, luxury, and quality combine to give you the ultimate custom home buying experience. At Capstone, you'll meet with our architectural designer to review your blueprint and make any changes you want. Then you'll customize your home style with our certified interior designer. Connect with our team of custom home experts today at Capstone Homes.
Attention Delmarva, it's Ashley's 80th anniversary. Your local Ashley stores in Del Mar and Millsboro, Delaware have been selected as national inventory distribution sites with savings up to 80% off store-wide. The most prolific name in home furnishings, Ashley celebrates 80 years as the value leader with savings up to 80% off. Only in our tax-free retail sites in Millsboro and Del Mar, Delaware.
It is almost 6:42 on our Thursday morning, seeing lots of low clouds in Cambridge, maybe a little bit of fog at the treetops, FH Fur Camp, 45 degrees, and we're seeing pretty good visibility in Georgetown, Salisbury, and Ocean City. That doesn't mean we can't see maybe a little bit of fog out there in some spots. We're looking at uniform temperatures right now around 43 to 45 degrees, and an easterly wind making you feel a little, well, kind of raw out there at times. We're seeing those winds gusting almost 20 miles per hour as the clouds are really in. Low clouds moving in from the east, mid to high level clouds moving in from the west. That pretty much spells a cloudy, chilly day for Delmarva. If you're headed out to the coffee shop, go XL on the coffee. It's that kind of morning. Mainly cloudy today and chilly. A little bit of sun inland, 53. And congratulations to Craig Redvani from Millville. He is a new owner of an umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Delaware Office of Highway Safety is bringing back the Sober Rides program for St. Patrick's Day. Here's what this means. You can get a $20 voucher for Lyft and Uber, and those vouchers are redeemable Saturday, March 15th and Monday, March 17th from 3 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Delawareans can visit mysoberrides.com to get those vouchers. And this just in, here's a traffic update out of Lewis. The crosswalks along Front Street, they're going to be repainted this morning. This is the area that we're talking about. Officials say Savannah Road to Market Street will be closed to traffic starting from 7, so that's just in about 20 minutes from now, to 11 a.m.
It's the madness of March, and no, not the NCAA tournament just yet. First, the MEAC Conference tournament, and one local team is trying to pull the biggest upset in Norfolk Scope Arena. We go to the second half. Norfolk State ahead, a tough drive and finish by Jalen Myers. We jump ahead to the fourth quarter. Evan Johnson knocking it down from Tripletown. The Hawks are within 6 with under a minute left to go. Under 40 seconds now. Hassan Perkins a chance to put his team within 5, and he does. Same score, the Hawks battling all the way until the end. A steal by Johnson gives it to Perkins. No, the Spartans closing it out, and Norfolk State is moving on, coming out on top 77-70. So one local team fell last night, and if we go all the way down to the other side of the women's bracket, Delaware State University also fell against Howard University 85-51, but head coach Desmond Turner says this team has a lot of potential.
We showed some really bright spots this year and what we are going to be down the line. And they gained a lot of experience, and I'm really proud of this team.
So we're going to take you back to this bracket at 2 p.m. today. We've got University of Maryland Eastern Shore and Morgan State University. And if we go to the men's bracket, make sure you have your coffee, your espresso. You're going to need it for an 8 p.m. tip-off between Delaware State University and North Carolina Central University. Reporting at the MEAC tournament for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Kayla Santiago.
And coming up tonight on DSN, 8:30, we have IMG Blue Takes on Keystone Academy. That's in boys basketball. And then tune in for the final score at 10:30. The Cambridge South Dorchester Viking boys basketball team, they're heading to the state championship game on Friday, and we've got live coverage of that. We're going to start that at 1:30 p.m. on the Delmarva Sports Network, and then a half hour later, tune in for live analysis and chat with the DSN crew. This is all part of the Wawa Watch Party for the state championship against the Seed School. Time for some movie news. We have David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
Hope you're having a good day so far, Coast Life, and we can make it better when you tune in at 4 o'clock. Let's see what's coming up today on the show. We're headed to the Art League of Ocean City to check out their March display and get into the mood for some comic book action.
Plus, we're going to be spilling the tea, and this one is a good one. Anytime weddings are involved and wedding drama, you know we're going to have opinions. You won't want to miss it.
That's right. And we're also going to introduce you to your potential happy place with our Happy Place of the Week. All that fun and more is coming up today at 4 on Coast Life.
We'll see sunrise in about a half hour, but I don't think we're going to see lots of clouds on the Tintles Casual Furniture Camp. Maybe a little bit of fog, 44 in Laurel right now. Some peaks of sun today, but staying pretty cool. In fact, cool through Friday. A warm up for the weekend and some showers, maybe some storms later Sunday into Monday. Your full forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Subscribe today.
Surface Solutions is rolling across Delmarva, providing the best asphalt and concrete installation for your home or business. Our professional team is transforming the asphalt industry with an impeccable reputation for quality. We guarantee a timely response, unparalleled customer service, and a detailed free estimate in days, not weeks. Call the exterior surface specialists at Surface Solutions and ask about our special financing rates as low as 0%.
Call the professionals at Surface Solutions and discover the difference.
At Delmarva Roofing and Coating, we believe in longevity. Since our start in 1988 and 10 million square feet of roofing later, we've gained the experience to solve your roofing problems. We combine those years of knowledge with cutting-edge technology to guide you through every project phase, inspection, maintenance, or installation. You can count on us to safeguard your investment with a reliable roof and service after the sale. Serving Delmarva for over 3 decades, Delmarva Roofing and Coating, above all, a good roof.
At East Coast Campers and More, we believe that having a camper is about enjoying the adventure, time with the family, and your escape to nature. From the buying journey to seamless setup, we've got you covered, walking you through every step, making sure you're spending the most time enjoying what's out there. If you need us after setting up, our mobile RV medics will come to you providing the highest quality of services and repairs. Come start your adventure in Frankfort, Delaware at East Coast Campers and More.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Coastal Comfort knows you can't always plan when you'll need us. That's why Coastal Comfort technicians are dedicated experts. Early mornings to late nights, cold or hot weather, day in and day out, delivering quality service when you need them. Reliable, trustworthy, always here for you. Experience the Coastal Comfort difference. Call us or visit coastalcomfort.com to schedule your appointment today. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Time is 6:48, and you're looking live at a cloudy morning in Ocean View. And Bob, no break in that cloud cover. We've seen it everywhere on Delmarva. You've been tracking it all morning.
Yeah, Matt, pretty stubborn. Anytime you have low clouds coming off the ocean, for one thing, they're tough to predict when they're going to break up, and a lot of times they don't break up, and sometimes they will, and I think that could be the case today, especially away from the coast. But we have this east wind, this onshore flow the next couple of days, so, well, basically 50s inland, 40s at the coast, and lots of clouds. But by this weekend, a spring-like feel returns with upper 60s, I think, on Saturday, then 70s ahead of a cold front on Sunday. I think it's going to be muggy, and then we have the potential for maybe some strong to severe storms. It will be windy on Sunday into early Monday as well, something to keep in mind with your plans. We're looking at temperatures now consistently around 43 to 45 degrees, 44 in Seaford, 43 in Redden. Right now, Rehoboth 43 and Ocean Pines at 45. We've got a persistent easterly wind right now at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and it's gusting up to 17 Indian River Inlet, 21 in Georgetown. so it's a raw wind. So make sure you layer up this morning. It's not really cold, but with that wind, it's definitely damp coming off the ocean. Visibility right now is around 9 to 10 miles. So we don't have fog. We don't have drizzle. We just have a lot of clouds. We have some mid-level clouds moving in from the west and low clouds from the east, just spelling an overcast morning across Delmarva with that easterly flow. That's coming around high pressure to the north, cool high pressure, so it's damp and you can see all the clouds all across our neck of the woods, and that cool air extends back into the northern plains. A little system around Memphis, Tennessee, that's not going to affect us. We're just looking at the chilly conditions the next couple of days with the cloud cover. Here's 9 a.m. Temperatures in the 40s. I think by 11, maybe some breaks, especially away from the coast. That's where you'll be warming into the 50s, but under this cloud deck, especially at the coast, probably not hitting 50. But by 1 p.m., maybe middle 50s, Salisbury back through the Seaford area, and anywhere you see the sun, lower 50s this afternoon, but elsewhere with the cloud cover, we're mainly in the 40s. And then through the overnight hours, of course, we have the lunar eclipse tomorrow morning, and it's going to be tough to see, I'm afraid. I think we're still in a lot of clouds as we go through that time period. And Friday, still lots of clouds, maybe some breaks inland. You could be warming into the 50s. Elsewhere, we're in the 40s as those clouds are persistent through Saturday morning as we have a stationary boundary to the south, cool air to the north, warm air to the south. Eventually, that warm air moves in this weekend, but not the next couple of days with the persistent east-northeast flow. Those winds gusting up to 25 miles per hour at times. It's definitely going to have that raw feel as those winds are easterly. And then turning to the south with a warm front this weekend, upper 60s Saturday, lower 70s on Sunday. Then we're tracking this cold front Sunday evening. Could be a lot of wind with this and the possibility, a marginal chance of severe weather into early Monday, St. Patrick's Day. Then I think we clear it out a little bit later in the day. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, kind of damp and chilly the next couple of days. Saturday, 68 degrees, 71 on Sunday. Late day showers and storms linger into early Monday, St. Patrick's Day. Then we clear it out, 58, then mild after that. Sunshine Tuesday, 61, then up to 68 on Wednesday, a few more clouds.
All right, thank you, Bob. Purdue Farms is pushing for the dismissal of a lawsuit over PFAS contamination near Salisbury. In the company's latest court filing, attorneys argue Purdue is actively fixing the situation. It was back in October, Purdue revealed unsafe levels of forever chemicals at its agribusiness facility on Zion Church Road. And then it was later learned through testing that hundreds of nearby homes also had elevated levels. An attorney representing the neighbors there says he's confident in their case.
This is a very serious case. PFAS chemicals are forever compounds. They are carcinogenic. And, we are doing everything that we can as quickly as we can.
And Purdue has filed a report to the Maryland Department of the Environment and identifies 8 potential sources of forever chemicals on that Purdue property.
No, my turn. We're looking at a lot of clouds out there, Matt, right now. Good visibility on the Tidal Health Cam. 45, it's going to be chilly today and tomorrow with lots of clouds, maybe some peaks of sun, and then it warms up for the weekend. Then some showers and storms later Sunday into Monday. I'll have your forecast details in the 10-day forecast coming up.
Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach is Delaware's premier restaurant. Located in Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the coastal flavors of southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of ales and cocktails, Blue Coast is the perfect place for a night out or celebrate any occasion in our private library dining space. Blue Coast Rehoboth, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner with plenty of free parking. See you soon.
I needed to do some safe floor. I slipped in my old floor and I broke my kneecap. I called Pinnacle, they came. The team was very professional. And then when I came home 2 o'clock, my garage was done. That's the best part. I loved it. Pinnacle did a really great job. They did this beautiful floor and safe to walk. Call Pinnacle. You will not be disappointed. You'll be happy, like I am.
Imagine an evening of sophistication where ambiance feels like a dream. Welcome to Benvenuto's Fine Dining in the city of Livorno, where elegance meets culinary excellence. Every detail is designed to elevate your night, perfect for intimate dining or a special event, piano music, and a stunning Tuscan atmosphere. Enjoy international cuisine crafted with fresh, local ingredients, offering a symphony of flavors, each course as unique as the next. Call ahead and create your own unforgettable multi-course dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Is your energy bill punching you in the gut? At Shagrin Home Comfort Products, we can help you fight back with the latest energy-efficient heating and air conditioning systems, tankless water heaters, and gas fireplaces, all designed to keep your home comfortable while lowering your energy cost. Take control of your electric bill today. Stop in our state-of-the-art showroom in the Midway Shopping Center in Rehoboth or give us a call at 302-644-7700. Shagrin Home Comfort Products, home comfort you can count on.
Approaching 6:56 on this Thursday morning. Time for things you need to know before you go. People in Seaford waking up this morning to unanswered questions about a shooting that occurred last night. Well, we do know that the Delaware State Police have taken over the investigation. This was a scene from our Coast Copter around 7 p.m. on Wednesday. It's on Collins Avenue. The Seaford School District announced that Thursday would be online learning. Students not have to be in school. That would be for the high school due to the shooting. A massive humpback whale washed up along Delaware's coast Wednesday night. According to DENREC, it was found near Conquest Road at Delaware Seashore State Park. Mayor Institute helping in the response to this. DENREC set up a perimeter to keep the distance between the animal and those who came by to get a look at it. Gonna bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey for one last look at the forecast before you head out the door. And Bob, is hoping for a better day today.
Yeah, well, it's going to be kind of cloudy and damp, Matt. So maybe the indoor chores, that's the thing to do today. Maybe clean the house, a little spring cleaning indoors, because we're looking at a lot of clouds, maybe some sun inland areas. If you're in the clouds, probably staying in the 40s, but inland areas, lower 50s, if we do see a few peaks of sun. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Friday, similar to today, 52. I think it's going to be tough to see that lunar eclipse tomorrow morning. Warms up for the weekend, 68 Saturday, and then muggy 71 Sunday. Cold front brings showers and storms Sunday night, maybe some of those strong, and then lingering rain early St. Patrick's Day, 58. Clears out, mild into really much of next week, maybe another shower chance by Thursday.
Thanks, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News today. The Today Show's coming up next at 7 a.m., and then we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11. Have a great Thursday morning, everybody.